nation through the American Legion. Learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
Scott Minshaw reports at 6 at 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mitchell Reif. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist visited the Sioux Locks construction site this morning after the Senate approved additional funding. More details on this. And a new building project is in development in downtown Escanaba. We'll have more on that. And vandalism is on the rise in the UP and how the city responds and where you can go to help out. Your 19 News at 6 starts right now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
In your first warning weather forecast, we are going to have more of a warm trend this week, and hopefully this summer weather sticks around just a little bit longer.
Glad you mentioned sticks because it's going to get hot and muggy this weekend. I know everybody's been waiting for the summer weather, but remember how it feels when it actually comes on in. But we are warming up this week. We'll expect a cold front pushing in around Thursday. But other than that, we are going to see some very hot temperatures. We also have some stormy chances tonight into Thursday. And like I said, those temperatures this week slowly crawling up to about 90 degrees. Today, though, out at the National Weather Service, we saw a high of 72. I've got more on the way, including your radar, after the break.
Developing now, 3 men, including a former Finlandia University professor, have been arrested after a lengthy investigation by a human trafficking task force. The 3 men, Peter Halsey from Kearsarge, Trenton Killinen from Lake Linden, and former Finlandia professor Juan Marin from Hancock, all talked with undercover deputies who were posing as minors. The men were arrested when they arrived at the location to have sex with a minor. Each of the men were charged with child sexually abusive activity, use of a computer to commit a crime, and sexually abusive activity, accosting a child for immoral purposes, and using a computer to commit a crime. The multi-county task force comprised of members from Sheriff's Office from Houghton, Baraga, Keweenaw, and Ontonagon counties, and the operation was assisted by the Hancock City Police. Marin was a math professor at Finlandia University since 2011 and was recently considered to be a new hire at Shastle Township Schools for the upcoming school year. The superintendent confirmed the district planned for Marin to teach middle and high school math pending a background check. In a statement to WZMQ, superintendent said the district recently became aware of the situation and the matter is currently under review. WZMQ will continue to update the story as more information becomes available. And the Iron Mountain Police Department released information about a report of a 59-year-old South Wisconsin man sexually assaulting a minor. This report stated the man went from Iron Mountain to meet with a minor from the area and took them to a local motel where the assault took place. The man later attempted to contact again, but was actually communicating with an Iron Mountain police officer. The man traveled to Iron Mountain believing he was going to meet with the minor a second time, but was met by Iron Mountain law enforcement. He was taken into custody and is being lodged in the Dickinson County Correctional Center without bond. WZMQ will update this story as new information becomes available. And with warm weather and easy access to areas, you may be seeing more vandalism around Marquette. Areas where graffiti has been found include the old Coast Guard, parks, beach areas, bridges, Lakeview Arena, and most recently Black Rocks. Once reported, the police will work with the Marquette Beautification Committee to clean up the area as quickly as possible, and investigators who are on vandalism cases will keep records so that repeating styles and symbols can be matched.
You know, when it does happen, that does cost people time, and they don't want that all over their building. Just like, you know, if it was you, you wouldn't want, you know, somebody defacing your property or something like that, whatever it happens to be. So,
if you or anyone you know sees vandalism, report it to the police so it can be cleared right away. Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist visited the Sioux Locks construction site this morning to inspect the progress on the $3.2 billion project. WZMQ Scott Minshaw has more on how the project is coming along.
Last Thursday, the United States Senate approved an additional $235 million in federal funding for the Sioux Locks project. This morning, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist toured the construction site at the locks to view the progress that has been made.
This is some of the most critical infrastructure in the country.
300 workers are on site 6 days a week to keep the project on its current timeline. It is split into 3 phases, with phase 1 being complete. Phase 2 is set to finish next summer. The Lieutenant Governor was able to walk the site of the existing locks and see the site of the future supersized lock.
It will make us more efficient, it will make us more resilient. This will be a key element of our supply chains becoming more efficient, and so Michigan's going to be really leading the way here for the whole nation.
Gilchrist also made a stop at the Sulocks camp. The workforce housing facility will provide dorm-style apartments to those working on the Sulock project.
They're being required to bring a lot of people in from outside. And one of the challenges that we identified here was putting an undue strain on the hotel industry and tourism.
But the tourism industry isn't the only consideration the project is taking into account. Environmental experts have been consulted to ensure the project remains ecologically clean.
What I'm really impressed by is the conscientiousness and the safety. People were being mindful of the salmon and the sturgeon that could be impacted by this project, being mindful of the noise.
The Sulocks project is scheduled to be completed in 2030. Scott Mitchell, WZMQ 19 News, Sault Ste. Marie.
And this year's Marquette County Fair will feature a new 5K running event. It's the Cross Country Style Fun Run, taking place Saturday, August 12th at 10 a.m. at the fairgrounds. Online registration is $15. Runners who register before the end of July will receive a day pass for the fair and a t-shirt for the event. They've been working with the city, the Queen City Running Company, and NMU track coaches to get ready for the run. And organizers say that with the new fun run, they hope to grow the popularity of the Marquette County Fair.
Being the first annual, we're excited to see what the turnout is, and the whole goal of this is just to get people out to the fair, check out the fairgrounds, then you can stay for the day or come back for the big line dance party we have at nighttime.
Online registration for the run closes August 8th, and there's more information on how to participate on our mobile app and online at WZMQ19.com. Your first warning weather forecast is just after this break, as well as life in the 906. Jim Koski is here to take a look at a short-lived site in the UP, warm weather. And later, we're live in Washington, D.C. with updates to the Russian attacks on Ukraine. We're back in 2.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Want to help our community? I'm Megan O'Connor. This summer, Ubers United is hosting a summer volunteer program. Earn points by volunteering and completing tasks to win prizes. Winners are announced weekly for ages 13 to 17 and 18 and over. Support neighbors and have fun at the same time. Sponsored by United Way of Marquette County. Go to ubersunited.com/summer volunteer program to sign up. This message is a public service of WZMQ 19.
Tonight, a Texas showdown over enforcement tactics at the U.S.-Mexico border. And how should police canine units be used at traffic stops? Questions arise after a troubling arrest. Plus, the brutal heat wave expands. What areas are getting hit hardest on the CBS Evening News?
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale.
Bipolar?
Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
Watch WZMQ 19 News wherever you are, whenever you're ready. Subscribe to the 19 News channel on YouTube. Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Well, we are raising up those temperatures this week. Tonight, though, we'll have mostly clear skies, maybe some patchy fog overnight, most of that happening after midnight. And those temperatures, this actually should say about 50 to 60 degrees. I don't think we're going to dip down in those 40s. Tomorrow, though, we'll have warmer conditions, mostly sunny skies, and then possible thunderstorms. But we are seeing that is more likely on Wednesday. Take a look at our muggy meter. Here in Marquette, we're expecting very humid conditions on Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday. So just a heads up, you might want to check if your AC is ready to go or if you've got fans that are ready to go. Also, air quality alert. This is actually into Tuesday evening. We'll be in that unhealthy for some people, but it could reach that unhealthy for everybody. So just a tip to make sure that you keep those windows closed overnight. I know we're getting in that warmer, cool summer evenings, but with this air quality warning, you definitely want to keep yourself safe, especially if you have lung conditions. So right now, the radar is showing just some scattered showers and possible thunderstorms south here. Everyone else staying fairly dry as the radar is showing. Most of that is headed towards Manistee and then eventually clearing out this evening. Temps right now, we're still in that 70 to 80 degree range with sunshine out there. Like I just mentioned, Escanaba seeing some of those showers clearing out as we speak. So take a look here at that Wisconsin border, seeing showers around 7 p.m. and then things clearing up. We should have a fairly dry commute tomorrow, maybe some scattered showers in the afternoon down south again. And then, whoo, get this, 7 a.m. we're going to see some possible severe thunderstorms pushing through the Keweenaw and Houghton counties, North Houghton counties, before it moves over to the east here in Schoolcraft County, or Luce County before it clears out. Then we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, maybe a little bit more around early evening hours, and then we'll expect mostly clear skies on Wednesday. So it could get a little muggy and rainy, stormy there on Wednesday. The lows tonight in that 50 degree range. We'll expect mostly clear skies, maybe some cloud coverage along that Wisconsin border. And then if you're headed to the beach, tomorrow might be a good day, especially here in Marquette. We'll see a high of about 74 by 4 p.m., mostly sunny skies. Swim risk with that riptide is very low, and the lake temperatures should be in the mid 60s with very calm waves. Tomorrow, our highs across the board, mostly in that 70 to 85 degree range, warmer along the inland there, but Lance seeing 85 degrees. I know I'm super excited about all this heat that we're getting, but not the mugginess. 7-day outlook for Marquette. We've got sunny skies, possible rain and thunderstorms for our farmers market on Wednesday evening, but look at those temperatures, 87 to 86 degrees. Lots of events going on this weekend.
Let's reflect on our life in the 906. Jim Koski's here to talk about the wonderful sunny weather and the limited amount of warm weather. Hey, Jim.
Yeah, hey, Mitch. You know, with all apologies to a great American philosopher, Christmas is not the most wonderful time of the year. Nope, for my money, this is the most wonderful time of the year. I'll be the first to admit it. I love summer. The thought of sunshine and playing in the sun and not having to wear 8 layers of clothing just to step outside is what gets me through the other 9 months of the year. In fact, my dream job, and don't laugh too much at this, please, is to find someone who would pay me to be a professional beach bum. I mean, I know it's not a realistic career path, especially here in the UP, but the thought of being able to spend summer days sitting in 80-degree sunshine 40 feet away from the greatest of lakes, well, that's my version of heaven. Now, I know you can't be a professional beach bum in the UP. I don't think anyone would want to pay you for 10 or 20 days of work a year. But it's that romantic notion that makes an Upper Michigan summer so special. It's so fleeting. It's only here for a short while, and then it's gone. We have to enjoy it while it's around, even on those days, and we have had a lot of them this year, when it's cold and wet and gray and not very summer-like at all. I mean, think of it this way. All the good energy you soak up on a nice UP summer day is what gets you through those October days when an icy rain saps you of your will to live, or those frigid January mornings when it's literally warmer on Mars than it is in Marquette, or on those increasingly frequent April or May days when you look out the window and you see a foot of snow on the ground. So while it's here, enjoy every second of summer that you can. Get outside, whether it's just going for a walk in the sun or jumping off black rocks or heading to the UP State Fair. Because before you know it, summer will be gone, the gray and the gloom will reappear, and then the dream of becoming a professional beach bum will be just that, a dream. I'm Jim Koski, and that's another slice of life in the 906.
Thanks, Jim. I wish we could all be beach bums, that's for sure. Coming up ahead, the Negaunee Fire Department joins us in the studio to talk about the upcoming Firefighters Tournament. That interview is just 2 minutes away. We're back in 2.
John Zotto has big news. We've moved. Don't worry, we didn't go far. And it's still John's Auto, which means clean cars and great service. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
Hey everyone, Emerald Lagasse here, and I'm so excited to tell you about my biggest air fryer yet.
Introducing Emerald Lagasse's Dual Zone Air Fryer Oven. With dual-sided cooking chambers, now you can cook 2 different foods 2 different ways that finish at the same time. Enjoy juicy grilled burgers at the same time as air-fried french fries. Broiled savory salmon at the same time as roasted asparagus. The secret is in the QuickSync technology that matches the cooking times and settings of each food, so they're programmed to finish at the same time. But watch, remove the center divider and it transforms into a large 25-quart capacity oven. Now you can try Emerald Lagasse's Dual Zone Air Fryer Oven with free recipe book in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. But wait, we'll automatically upgrade you to his deluxe cooking kit and 1-year VIP protection plan absolutely free, complete with everything you need to cook Monday to Sunday family-size meals. Plus, ask how you can get free shipping. This offer will not last, so order now.
You're gonna love it, I guarantee it.
This is home. It's our town, it's our song. This is home. This is where we belong. Whoa, this is home. Yeah, this is home.
At John's Auto, we love our new location because it lets us serve you better. Now we can service your car and detail it so it's super clean. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Welcome to our 19 News Insights. The 128th Annual Upper Peninsula Firefighters Tournament is about to kick off in just a little bit. Joining us for some insight on that is the captain of the Negaunee Fire Department, Brian Green. Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Let's just break open and talk about what this event really is.
It's the fire tournament is an annual event. It's been held for 128 years. A lot of history there, but teams from all over the UP come and we learn and have fun for a weekend.
What's something that all the firefighters seem to kind of really enjoy or maybe look forward to every single year?
The dress parade on Friday night is kind of the opening event, and that's pretty neat. You see all the firemen dressed up as nice as they can and marching, and they get points for looking good, so that's really fun. The biggest event is probably the races during the day on Saturday, where we compete against each other.
That's fantastic. What kind of takes place during the race?
There's 5 different races: ladder race, hose races, and then every year there's a mystery race that nobody knows except those of us that are hosting. So.
Okay, so there's kind of a little bit of mystery for the community to kind of get amped for. If you will. Okay, so what kind of fundraising efforts are going towards this or going from this?
We did a lot of solicitation from local businesses for fundraising to put on such a big event. We're expecting around 1,000 firemen were invited, so hopefully a majority of them come. And then we're doing a raffle of a John Deere side-by-side. So we've been selling tickets for the last year that way to raise some money too.
What have you kind of sold or raffled off in the previous years?
This is the first year we've actually held the tournament since 1969, I believe was the last time.
Okay.
It travels around to different places in the UP, so we kind of decided to take our turn this year.
Is that kind of a unique thing to the UP, or does that kind of happen around the nation, if you know?
I think it's kind of unique to the UP. Okay. We have our own association. There is a few teams out of northern Wisconsin that come because they are so close to us, but so we do travel to them too. But yeah, it just, everybody takes a turn having it and enjoying the fun.
That's fantastic. What can other people kind of enjoy? Kids, families, friends?
Yep. During the races, we're going to have kids events there. There's the parades are obviously open to the public. We want spectators at everything to cheer on the firemen. We have a dance Friday night, the street dance it's called, and then we have a ball on Saturday, and everything is open to the public. And it wraps up Sunday with a final parade, commercial parade, which is open to anybody who wants to have a float in it.
That's awesome. As the captain of the Negaunee Fire Department, is there anything special that maybe you're doing for the dance, for the tournament itself?
I'm kind of in charge of the whole thing, so I'm kind of the fallback guy. If it doesn't go good, it's on me. But
so just running the show, the whole guy behind the scenes.
Yep, that's kind of me.
That's awesome. Are there any other fundraising events, maybe for the Firemen's Ball in general? What kind of is that in general?
It's just to put on a good time for the firemen. During the ball, we do a trophy presentation for all of the different races that were run during the day, and for the parades the night before. There is an overall winner that's announced on Sunday, but yeah, both parades on Friday count for points, and then all of the races count for points. So there is an overall UP winner, best fire department of the UP that kind of stands for a year. So that's a pretty neat honor.
Okay, how many firemen, how many fire departments have kind of been involved this year? You mentioned that number.
I believe we invited roughly 1,000 firefighters. And obviously every department is different. Some have 12, some have 40. But I think we have 36 different departments that are registered to attend right now. So we're looking at a pretty good turnout.
Okay, going forward, maybe next year's, I know that you said you kind of bounce around, the event itself bounces around.
Yes.
For maybe next year, what's in the future that we can kind of look forward to there?
I believe it's going to the Iron County area next year. Okay. I can't remember if it's Crystal Falls or West Iron County that's hosting it, but I think it's going somewhere in that direction.
That's awesome. Brian, what's one last thing that you kind of are looking forward to as maybe a key unique piece of this?
The biggest thing is I just hope public comes out and supports their local fire departments. Marquette's a big area we draw from all over the UP. So if you're from somewhere else, come and cheer on your department where you grew up.
Awesome.
We like to see the people.
Awesome. Brian, thank you so much for your insight.
Thanks.
Still ahead, we are live in Washington, D.C. What the State Department says about the Russian attacks that are rising in Ukraine's port towns. We're back in 2 minutes.
What you're about to see is real. No scripts, no actors, and no second takes.
Oh my God, this is amazing!
Their every action will be recorded by these cameras, believe me. There's absolutely no place to hide.
This is unreal. Oh my God.
Who would want to subject themselves to all this?
No, I am a cutthroat person.
The new season of Big Brother starts Wednesday, August 2nd on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Let's review the math. Over 5.5 billion people have been vaccinated now from COVID-19. History shows that vaccines work. Experts have tested the COVID-19 vaccine to be safe and effective. It's kid-sized. Giving us the vaccine helps protect us all. Any questions, Mom? Dad? Talk to your healthcare provider.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King.
I'm Tony DeCopel. And I'm Nate Burleson.
This is us. We're all here to wake up your mornings to help make sense of the latest overnight developments.
What you can expect from your day before you head out the door. You'll also hear directly from the biggest newsmakers in America.
And you'll see the best group of journalists in the business with exclusive reporting and breaking overnight news.
That's a lot. Watch CBS Mornings right here on your new CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
Your one place for everything Caribbean is on One Caribbean Television. Visit our website to subscribe and download our app. Watch One Caribbean Television anytime, anywhere, live or on demand on your TV, phone, tablet, or computer.
The State Department says Russia is escalating its attacks on Ukraine, sending missiles to hit important port towns, residential buildings, and even World Heritage sites. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us live from the U.S. Capitol. Rachel, good evening.
Good evening, Mitch. So officials say Russia has sent a barrage of drone and missile strikes that are targeting some of Ukraine's critical sites, which could basically kind of get grain exports out of Ukraine. And so officials say that these attacks will have global implications. For several nights in a row, Russia attacked the southern city of Odessa, wrecking homes and even a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Over the weekend, we saw appalling images of burning churches and flattened residential buildings. Today, Russia attacked grain warehouses on the Danube River, now a vital export route for grain since Russia has effectively blocked Black Sea ports.
The State Department says Russia has ramped up their attacks on Ukraine recently, killing and injuring civilians. Some of the attacks targeted a Ukrainian port town on the Danube River, destroying a grain hangar, an attack that appears to target Ukraine's ability to export agricultural products. Within the past couple of days, Russia ended a rare wartime agreement to allow Ukraine's grain exports reach global ports through the Black Sea. Some say the recent attack on a grain hangar shows the Kremlin has expanded its aggression against Ukraine's agriculture exports by targeting alternate routes for grain to reach world markets.
These vicious strikes further illustrate Russia's willingness to use food as a weapon in its illegal war against Ukraine.
These explosions on the Danube River are right across from Romania, a NATO member, risking a more direct confrontation with the U.S. and its NATO allies.
Since the outset of this conflict, we have made clear one principle with respect to our NATO partners, and we will continue to reiterate, and that is that we will defend every inch of NATO territory. The Secretary made that clear in his call with the Romanian Foreign Minister today. The President has made that clear on a number of occasions, and it continues to be one of our fundamental bedrock principles.
And Mitch, the Turkish president says that he's going to try to speak with Russia's president on trying to restart this Black Sea grain initiative so that they can get Ukraine's grain through the Black Sea and into those parts of the world that heavily rely on this. But so far, talks about restarting that agreement do not seem promising. Mitch, back to you.
Thank you, Rachel, for that report. And we'll take another last look at your weather forecast update coming up after the break. We'll be right back right after this.
John Zotto has big news. We've moved. Don't worry, we didn't go far. And it's still John's Auto, which means clean cars and great service. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
We just want you girls to know there's no one that deserves us more than you.
It's time to go home. It was important for me to honor her.
Woo! Popo, this is for you.
We are literally raising the roof up in here.
Yeah, Josh is like a brother.
Secret Celebrity Renovation season premiere August 4th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Superior Collision is seeking a certified auto body technician for full-time employment. Qualified candidates can call or apply in person, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Emily and Paris star Ashley Park takes fashion risks. How high is your heels?
I've gotten really good at falling in heels.
Plus, the Fresh Prince himself, Jabari Banks, does it all.
I juggle. I also play the piano.
You know I got a piano over there.
You want me to give you some?
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6. WZMQ 19 News, live and local news, first warning weather, exclusive interviews. Named Best Newscast by the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. Make the switch to WZMQ 19 News.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
At John's Auto, we love our new location because it lets us serve you better. Now we can service your car and detail it so it's super clean. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
Enjoy these 70s that we've got going on right now and low 80s because that's going to definitely be changing midweek, mostly on Wednesday and Thursday. Blueberry Fest, my friends, is coming on Friday here in downtown Marquette. We'll expect, as of right now, partly sunny skies, 40% chance of showers as we make our way through the day, but those temperatures looking nice for that situation. And then our 7-day outlook for Escanaba, hot and sunny there tomorrow, 78 until about Thursday, where we'll see that increase to to the 80s. And Friday, possible showers coming your way. Saturday and Sunday looking nice and dry, mostly sunny skies. You guys remember the thunderstorms that we heard this weekend? This shot, thank you, Dan Payne, for sharing this. It's between Marquette and Munising. Absolutely electrifying. Mitchell, did you see any lightning or hail this past weekend?
Actually, I was out of town this weekend, but holy cow, does that picture look crazy. That is awesome. We'll have more news coming up at 11:10 Central. Have a good night.